The mentors can rename themselves as mentors. Bhumika, Ashwini, you can rename yourself as mentor. The others, like, the candidates, your name and TL.
Yeah. So we are starting today's session. So I request all the mentors to be aware that the syllabus has changed. So you will have to go through the module guide, okay, while you are mentoring your candidates. Okay, the templates design also has changed. So we will be shortly sharing actually once we are into the units. I'll be sharing the portfolio with them so they can download the templates and work accordingly. Even the exemplars are shared. So no, that work has to be done accordingly. So because mentors may have a feeling that it is similar to what we have done earlier. So please note that there is a change actually. So that has to be checked. Okay, so this session is about mentoring and active learning. So before proceeding to this session, last week the feedback was about to provide samples. Please understand samples will be in your e-portfolio. So you will be getting the exemplars, but no, a word of caution. Do not even take a single sentence or statements from the exemplar because you are going to land in trouble and you will put your mentor also into trouble if you are taking even a single statement from the exemplar. Do not take anything from the exemplar. It's only for an idea that exemplar is given. Okay. So please understand this part. Once your portfolio, we give you your login credentials. You can open your portfolio, download the templates, work on the templates once your unit starts, because first 5 sessions will be the introductory part. And after that, you will get your login credentials where you can work with the credentials and you can work with your templates. Okay. So need not worry about samples. Just this is actually preliminary of how to go about doing the course, because every document has to follow all these. That's the reason this is being provided. So let us just have a recap from the syllabus document for the candidates. Can you just quickly key in how many units are there in module 1, how many hours you have to spend, and how is the time divided? Can you just quickly put it in the chat box? Just to get the connection. Just to get the connection of what we have done last week. I put the questions in the chat box. Can you just put it? How many units are there in the chat box? Sorry, in the units in module 1, how many hours you have to spend and how is the time divided? Just a quick recap. Please answer one after another. You can give it as a single chat answer. So once again, Tulsi is also joined. Tulsi, you will have to go through the module guide. Remember, syllabus has changed. So there are questions which have changed. Templates are different. So you'll have to go through that. Okay. Then guide the mentee. Oh, yes. Answers. Okay. But how many units are there in module 1? 3 units. Very good. Okay. Requires 150 hours. Anandita, very nice. Very neatly written. That's 150 hours, which is equally divided as 50 hours of guided learning, 50 hours of individual learning, 50 hours of work-based learning. Right. Right. I'm just moving on. Today's objective is to understand the role of the mentor and to take proper guidance, ensure work is done as per the guidelines, recognize the responsibility of the mentee during the course of CICTL, review active learning and work towards enhancing practices in the class. So these are the objectives that we are going to meet today. So read the document, Guide for Mentors, present individual views on the need for mentor. So mentors will be talking or sharing their experience of learning from a mentor. Mentee will be talking about what does the document say about a mentor. Already this document is shared. So please go through it and you can present your views. Yeah. Now it's 9:38, 9:43. I will be asking you to present your views. Yamini, it's not peer learning, it's collaborative learning. Okay. Yes. Time up. So now you can start presenting your views. We'll start with mentors, then we'll go to mentees. Yeah, mentors, can you please present what was your experience of learning from your mentor so that the mentees will have an idea.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Oh, yes, Tulsi.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, when I was doing this course, my mentor, that is you made sure that we will not get deviated from the point, and like wherever we are, like if there is any misconception, misunderstanding of anything, you will make sure that we understand the point exactly and we implement the same in our course.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tulsi. Yeah. Bhumika.
Yes, ma'am. During my course, my mentor helped me a lot. They advised me actually, you and Nagadevi ma'am. Yes, they advised where I'm going wrong, how I have to observe the things, how I should create the lesson plans, everything, ma'am. In PDQ, when I was writing the pointers during reflection also, she was helping me how to reflect the learning of the students.
Hmm.
And
That
also
is actually more important. Yeah.
during class observations, she suggested me many things which I missed a lot. During classes, we were having interactions, but during practical, she supported me in the school, ma'am.
Hmm. Thank you, Bhumika. Yes, Ashwini.
Ma'am, I wrote on the chat box. So the mentor, in my case, he helped me in breaking down all the complicated framework into simple, doable steps so that it was easy to execute in the classroom. He also helped me, and along with you, of course, you all helped me to plan the lessons and implement them in a practical way given the time frame of the class, because what I really learned during that time was how can I execute that particular lesson plan in the given time frame of the 40 minutes of the classroom, and how to make most productive use out of it. And the most important takeaway was encouraging self reflection after each session and going back to the lesson plan and seeing how it can be made into a better version compared to what I initially thought it could be.
Thank you, Ashwini. Now that you've heard from mentors, now you please start looking at how exactly your reflection will work. Okay. From the document. Okay. From the document, read and let me know what is that your understanding. Yes. Yes, others can start. Shall we start with Yamini?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hi. So what I understood is we shouldn't have any we should be open to the feedback that we receive, or when the mentor is guiding, we shouldn't be. I'm not getting the exact word. We shouldn't have that restriction or filters or anything. While the mentor is giving us the advice, we should be open minded to accept it and work on ourselves to improve.
Okay. So mentors, you're saying you should be open for feedback.
Yes, ma'am. We should be open for feedback and accept and work on it also.
Yes. Next person. Yeah. Yes,
No,
Yamini, you would like to add anything?
no, ma'am. No, sorry.
Sarah, you are next on my screen. 。  . 。 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
Ma'am, I wrote on the chat box. So the mentor, in my case, he helped me in breaking down all the complicated framework into simple, doable steps so that it was easy to execute in the classroom. And he also helped me in planning the lessons and implement them in a practical way given the time frame of the class.
whatever mentors tell us to do, we should, as she says, that we should understand what they are trying to explain us and try to do it within the time itself.
Okay. What is that you understood from the document? You tell me that.
Sorry, I couldn't read that. And
What is that you understood from the document that was shared with you? That is Guide for Mentors.
I'm sorry to throw it.
Sarah, you're not able to hear me?
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you. Can you hear me is my question.
Yes, yes, I
So did you understand my question?
understood understanding that I didn't go through the document.
You didn't go through the document, but no, remember, if you don't go, you will lose the connection. Huh? And every time that the document is shared, at least 2 or 3 you will have to read and come. Now there is a purpose behind asking you to read also.
Yes, I'm doing it right now so that at the end I'll say it.
See, we have 3 hours, okay? And no, in that I will not be able to make you read all the documents. So that is the reason we share the documents beforehand so that you can read it and come for the session. Okay? So please see that you are reading the documents well ahead. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult. See, when others are sharing, it will be a learning for you instead of collaborating. You understood? So when you collaborate, you will get new ideas, you'll reflect into many things. If you're only learning that at that point of time, your reflection is not going to happen. Okay, so you will have to keep on reading actually, so that when you come here and others share, remember a document, there are different perspectives of looking into the document. So you will not be able to get a complete picture until you read and you discuss it with others. Yes, Jeevani ma'am.
Won't happen again.
Yeah, I understand. See, you have many commitments back at school, you're all working, and then simultaneously you have agreed to do this course. So why we repeatedly ask you to refer to the documents or, discuss with your mentors is you shouldn't disconnect with the course. See, this is a self-regulated course. This 3 hours of facilitation will not help you to get your certification. Unless and until you keep reading, you keep intact with your course, you will not be able to complete the course. See, right from the beginning, we are very, 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 firm on these guidelines. It's all for your good. So don't feel that we, continuously insisting. You will realize by the time you realize it will be too late. Okay, so please follow the instructions of the PL. Make sure on a daily basis, even if your mentors are busy, I think the mentors who have taken, the mentorship this year, the candidates now mentors, you pretty well understand, what I mean. So please guide your mentees accordingly, and it is good for you for your current practice as well. So this is not something you're doing out of the box. This is in connection with your teaching and learning process. I hope you understand this, right? Yeah, please adhere to the course expectations and guidelines. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us to guide you. Okay, thank you, Sudha ma'am. Carry on.
Thank you. Yes, Miss Megha, can you? Rupa ma'am, I'm just, Megha, you're on mute. I'm just going in the sequence of my screen, ma'am. That's it. Next is you. Yeah. Megha, you're on mute actually. Okay, okay. She's facing an audio issue. Okay, then you can type your response. Miss Rupa, yes, you can go ahead. Rupa ma'am, yours also audio is breaking. Your audio is also breaking.
Right, I'll just see. Now it's audible.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ma'am,
it's
I guess you need to remove your headphones and your network is not stable as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just.
Miss Rupa, try removing your headphones and then speaking.
Okay. Now am I audible?
yes, very much now. Yeah. Yeah. Rupa, you're audible.
Now I'm audible, ma'am? Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
as far as, yeah, ma'am. So as far as I just go through the document, I just understood the role of mentor. That is very much, okay, crucial, ma'am. It's too much crucial in just, okay, guiding us, supporting us, and just that, okay, fostering our, okay, growth. Uh, right, okay, during that entire course. And and one thing more, that the mentor, they just helps, okay, they will help us in, okay, everything, right, okay, identify our, okay, learning needs, and okay, they right, they only, okay, set the achievable goals, okay, and moreover, that they support the, okay, development of our skills, our, okay, knowledge, and our, okay, professional right, competencies also, right, they will, okay, support in the overall, okay, development of all that. And the role of mentor, ma'am, that they just, ma'am, encourage us in our, okay, reflective, okay, practices, and and whatever we will, okay, learn from that, okay, that will be our, okay, lifelong learning. That's what I just understood from the document.
Thank you, Rupa. Thank you. Naga Soumya, can you?
Yes, ma'am. Mentor supports us. They help us in understanding the right way of making things better, understandable, and they give us appropriate assistance in any given situation.
Okay. Understanding of resources, you're saying?
Resources, or if suppose there is something that we have to jot down things, if we are not able to do it properly, they might guide us in the way it has to be done.
Okay.
Self check and
Okay.
reflection.
Okay. 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 Soumya, Miss Rohini.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Mentors, they will help us in classroom management and lesson planning and effective learning. Though we are, if we do any mistakes, they will correct them, and um, we should also be open towards the learning from them, as they are experienced and well known, and we need to learn from them, and whatever assignments or whatever things that we want to learn, we can get good guidance from them, so that we can achieve our career goals, and we can also uh, grow.
Mm,
So it's what I understood to them.
very good, Rohini. But no, mentors will not help you make the lesson plan. Mentors will not be helping you in classroom management. They will ask you questions and
Yes.
they will guide you. That's it. Okay. Remember, please don't expect the mentors to spoon feed you. That is not going to happen.
No, that's
Okay.
what we are doing. If we does anything wrong, they will say
Yeah.
this is not the right way. The in this way, if you do, it will be good. I was saying that one. They will give the
Very
guidance.
good. Very good. So the main and the most important aspect of mentoring is feedback.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Feedback is the most essential component of mentoring. Now, the feedback doesn't mean pinpointing. Okay. It's an open feedback. It is not pinpointing into the flaws of the person. It is on the action and the reaction. That's it. Okay. So that is more important. Anandita?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am, first of all. And ma'am, there were many points that were highlighted in the particular document regarding how mentors are supposed to guide the mentees. I would like to just highlight 4 points which I remember currently. Ma'am, one was guiding, like effective time management was one, where alongside teaching and coursework, they would guide me how to manage my time effectively. And there was another one where it said that they're going to support in trying to give the mentee, that is me, how to adopt innovative teaching strategies and practices into already existing work that I'm doing in my classes. Another one, which you already pointed out, ma'am, was yes, that critical reflection, feedback on my lessons and teaching plans to help to critically assess my classroom practices and strategies so that I can improve upon them. And another one, I believe, is the direction and helping me and guiding me to prepare my PDQ portfolio.
Very good. So please do note all these points, because no, you now these are general aspects that you have taken. Okay. Now, when you write your assignments, there are questions that how exactly, what was the role of your mentor in this particular assignment, or what was the role of your mentor when you were doing this? So there your reflections must include some of these points. Okay. So please note down all these points, because Ms. Anandita, she has given very valid points. So all this must be made sure that it is noted down, so that later on for your reflection, it will help you out.
And as Sudha ma'am
Thank you.
rightly mentioned, if in case you can reflect and relate it with your relevant examples, what actually, what kind of guidance you have got from the mentor in connection to what you have learned and reflected, that would, add value to your assignment.
Okay.
Let
Thank
it
you,
not
ma'am.
be generic or concrete or abstract, sorry.
So moving forward, this is something that I caution everyone. Okay. The yellow one is very important. Do not use the word mentor when you're mentioning yourself or your experienced teacher in your assignments. Mentor, as per Cambridge, is your mentor who is guiding you throughout the assignment. So do not use the mentor for yourself. As a mentor, I will. No, that's wrong. Totally the assignment goes wrong. Okay. Okay. Or when the unit 1 that you're observing an experienced teacher, you have to mention as an experienced teacher. Don't mention her. The mentor used this strategy. No, that's also wrong. Yeah. So let us understand the difference between a mentor and a teacher. I'll share this link. Already this is given to you, but just look at the difference and state one difference. You can put the difference in the chat box between the mentor and the teacher. So Rohini, teacher teaches students, then mentor, what does she do? I think we have here mentors also. Remember, they are also actual teachers. But to you, how is that mentoring happens? Okay, experienced person who guides other teachers. Okay. Very good. Advices. Okay. Can you think of an example? Can you think of an example of a mentor? Yes, Yamini, you have raised hand? No, okay. Can you think of an example?
ma'am, example of a mentor and a teacher? The difference between them.
It can be a
Difference.
teacher, it can be anywhere, anything. I'm not
Okay.
talking only in the teaching field.
Okay. Any profession you're asking.
Any profession, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Very good. Navigate in our pedagogical journey. Any example can you think of? Hey, hey! Sorry, just a minute. Monkey entered my room. I didn't know monkeys were so smart. Yeah. Mentoring. Okay, I'll just give you a clue. See, sometimes let us say that we are about to start a business. Okay. Will you directly go and invest money in a business? How do you start? Rupa, please don't look at other examples, online examples. Think practically. Yes, Rohini.
We will seek guidance from the experienced person who already into the business, who already know the how to uh, how to do it, what kind of investment we can put, what kind of material we need, and man force, etc. Everything, so that we can
Okay.
establish our own.
Right. So
Guidance.
who is that experienced person? What do we call that experienced person?
Means who is already successful in their business. We will generally seek help from the people.
Right. Who is he called as? What is he called as? He
In
is the
our
mentor.
local language, we call him as guru or a senior.
Yes.
He is not your guru. Remember, he is not going to
Advisor.
teach you. He is only going to guide you.
Okay, senior.
Yeah. So he becomes your mentor. Understood. Similarly, when the police officers are initially coming out of the academy, initially they are not put into their direct positions, isn't it? They are kept under some senior officials so that they understand the nuances of how society works. So they are called as mentors. Similarly, when you are in teaching profession, okay, some nowadays schools are doing it. You have a buddy teacher who's a senior teacher. Yes. So the buddy teacher becomes your mentor. Now remember, they are not going to teach you something, no, they are going to guide you, ask you questions, help you understand how it works, what are the things you can do, how you can work towards making the child's learning better. That is what a mentor's work is. Yes, doctors too, very good. They are asked to observe surgeries, they stand and assist. So that is mentoring. Okay, that is mentoring. Okay, and no, it is actually guiding. During that period, You are allowed to make safe mistakes so that you can correct yourself. Once you are into the profession, you cannot make that level of mistake. Okay. So mentoring is a path where, remember, there will be point blank feedbacks also when mentoring is happening, so that people or the professions can happen without any hitches. Okay, so that is mentoring. So mentoring happens in all professions. It's not only in teaching. Everywhere you will have professions which will adapt mentoring as a process in their work. Okay, so now we will be going into details of mentoring. Okay, we'll have two groups, group discussion. So group one will be reading a document. Group 2 also will be reading another document. You can open this and keep both the documents based on your group. You can take out. Okay, I'll see that at least one mentor comes into your group. Okay, so now it is 10:10. So 10:20, I'll close the breakout rooms. Okay.
So, ma'am, rooms we should choose our own, or you will be guiding us
No,
Ma'am,
to go to
it's,
which.
I'll give. I've already created.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, group 1, can you present what were your discussions regarding the mentoring part?
Megha ma'am, can you present on behalf of group 1?
Ma'am,
Yes.
audio is not working here again.
Working.
No,
We can-
Megha, I'm able to hear you, Megha.
Okay, okay. Okay. So yeah, ma'am. Mentoring is basically something which will help the mentees uh, gain practical knowledge and advice from the mentors, and it will also help them. The mentors basically help the mentees with the emotional support and strength, helps to bridge the gaps in the skills which they are lacking, and thus in this way at the end it will result in the formation of a dynamic and a focused workplace.
Good. Okay. Megha. Anyone else from the same group? From the group, anyone else?
Yamini,
Megha has.
some good points. Maybe you could share the same.
Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. So insights and knowledge,
So,
uh,
so ma'am, just now
sharing
whatever we have
information
discussed, we should present it again, is it?
No, Rupa, your own
Yes.
views you will have to present.
Whatever
Yeah,
is
yes, whatever we have discussed in the group, that only you ask us to
Yeah.
present again.
Yes, Yamini.
So insights and knowledge, how mentors guide us, how effectively we can finish our works, and where we need to improve or focus to be more effective, and be accountable to our works. So be accountable
True.
to where we and our goals also, what we have to achieve and how we have to achieve, and helps in building connections also. This is where mentors helps the mentee, where mentor now how this mentors help the organization is they'll be able to identify the potential candidates, and which improves efficiency of the organization by identifying them and assigning them into their right positions. Along with that, um, sorry guiding the potential talent to increase again their bars of standards to meet to the next levels. That's
Very
what I
true.
understand.
Very true. That's correct. Actually, we will come to that also, actually, Yamini, how exactly you will have to, you should ask your mentors to set your goals also. We'll come to that. Yeah. Anyone else would like to present from the group?
I just,
Ma'am,
okay.
I'm really sorry. Can I just quickly?
Yes, please, Yamini, continue. Then I'll ask Ms. Rupa. Yeah. Yes, Yamini, what happened? Okay, she wanted a break, I think. So, yes, Rupa.
Ma'am, so we have gone through the certain points, and I just understood, right, that they just that our mentors, right, they just encourage that mindset of the continuous, right, we should improve. That is the sole motive, right, ma'am, behind the mentorship, and they just support. They just supports. Right, alignment with the with our organizational goals, and they maintain the standard of that quality which they just expect from us to maintain, right, ma'am, throughout the course. And they just observe our work, they just provide right to us that constructive feedback they just provide, and they just assist in setting that benchmark, that to that particular level, right, we should maintain the quality in our work. That is what I
mm, mm. That's your understanding. Fine. Yes, group 2. Group 2. Yes, Rohini.
Ma'am, mentor will not only help us in the career, in our career development, but also in uh, psychosocial development, such as building up our self-esteem and emotional and stress management during the academic, in academic area, or in our personal development. Also, they will give us guidance. You know,
Sure.
they will help us in our overall development apart from career. Not only in the career, they will also help us in our overall development. So that is that I understood from the document, the functions and guidance of mentoring.
Oh, next person.
Ma'am, may I?
Okay.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, sure.
Mentors will not do our work. Mentors need not have questions to, answers to all the queries that we ask. They will only guide us from behind. They will not set goals for us.
They will not be setting goals for us, true.
They guide us from behind. They need not have answers to all the queries. And it's not just that mentee being beneficial. Sometimes it can be a collaborative learning. Both mentor and mentee can get benefited from each other.
Mentor and mentee can benefit from each other. That is also true.
Okay, ma'am, may I go now?
Yes, please,
Yeah,
Tara.
a group was supposed to work on what mentors are not going to do for us. Mentors, we know our weaknesses and we know where we need to work on. So we have to set our own goals, and the mentor is going to help us reach that goal. If we ask for the tools and strategies to achieve that goals, they can show us the way, but it's we who have to know where we have to work on. And it is we who have to reflect. They can only help us and guide us, but making the main important goals, it's our job to do. And Having a mentor is not a weakness. It is it help us because they have already been in a place where we are right now, so they can guide us the way maybe we don't think in that way. So they will help us, uh, they will lead us path so that we don't deviate from it by taking in some other way. They can guide us because they have already done it, and they are just not going to help us progress in our careers, but even it is going to help us boost our confidence by taking out mistakes in a way that it is going to help us strengthen our growth rather than we feeling bad about it. So it's
Very
a
true.
psychological
Very
construct.
true. Very good. Yeah, very good. That was very nice points that you have put. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else we have missed from group 2? Group 2, anyone else? Soumya, you have presented?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. So we have seen about mentoring, but I've shared you the Cambridge document which group 2 was going through. Please go through it. It tells about the stages of mentoring. Remember, at stage 1, the mentor will completely guide you. They will handhold you. Stage 2, it will be an equal partnership. And stage 3, the mentor will lead the mentee, and no, they become more of independent. Stage 2, they start becoming independent, and the stage 3, they become independent. Now they become sharing partners of the ideas. Okay, and why is this important? Because it's not only for the person, but it's also important for the institution, because when you collaborate, you get more ideas, and when you get more ideas, you become more perfect, or you become more expert in whatever you are doing. So when we talk of mentoring, remember, mentor is the person who actually uplifts you, like Tulsi said, cheerleader. So whenever you go down in your morale, you get frustrated, you give up on your class, then it is the mentor's job role to see that you are pushed forward, talking to you the key aspects of performance and helping you overcome that, no, that hitch that you have actually got, or the hitch that you have actually come across in your career. So that is where mentoring actually becomes more fruitful and productive, when you support and help each other in becoming a better version of ourselves. Okay, we'll talk further about this. We'll have a short break. Now it is 10:32. So 10:40 we will again meet. So you can, once you come back after your break, you can just go through the Cambridge document. Okay, yeah, you can. Sorry, welcome back. Yeah. So you may all be wondering why I am giving so many documents to read on the same topic. Yes, now the next also is a group discussion. Remember, one document that you refer may give you an idea. Multiple documents that I give you will build the concept in you. Okay. And it is mandatory that you should not get a wrong idea about mentoring. Yes, that is the reason these documents are given. So the next is again a group discussion. It's again the two groups. So we'll have the benefits of mentoring. So now we are going to discuss about the benefits of mentoring. Just I'll put it in the chat box. Yeah. So the same breakout rooms I'm going to give again. So now it's 10:41, 10:51. I'll be closing, but please do have solid discussions in your group. If you do not talk, it's of no use having a group discussion. So you will have to, you can read the document and start talking in your groups. Okay. Okay, Anandita was telling something, so it got the room got
Yes,
closed.
ma'am.
Okay, okay, yeah. You can continue here, no issues. You can present your
Oh, okay,
because
ma'am.
it's a
So,
good
ma'am,
example that's open for everyone, so you can present. Yes.
okay, ma'am. So, as I was saying that by giving a specific example, like subject specific example, as I'm a teacher of English, so if I'm teaching a topic like argumentative writing, and since we're discussing the topic of bad mentorship, like what could it be? What does it mean? Doesn't mean that the mentor is bad or a bad person. Just the ideology or the structurization might be something that might be a mismatch between the mentor and the mentee. So if my mentor provides a critical feedback over there that I instead of discussing in groups, like letting your students discuss argumentative writing in groups, why don't you go ahead first and give a lecturized structure to them and then go ahead with the curriculum? That would be more definable for your curriculum and syllabus. I believe that would be a bad mentoring procedure because it imposes a very rigid methodology on what I should and should not do, and it does not help me reflect on why it might work or why it did not work for my students or my class. Another thing is also further ahead, it might discourage me in trying anything more innovative because I would try to more focus on my curriculum and exam needs rather than trying anything else. And it also creates a sense of dependency on my mentor because I believe I would always look up to them or go ahead to them and say that, like, what should I do instead of letting them evaluate what I'm doing. So, in contrast, ma'am, if this is a little bit more evaluated and reframed, and the mentor would ask questions like, again, I'm going for a hypothetical situation because I'm not a mentor, but if the mentor says that, how would the group work affect student participation today, and how did you think it affected them? And do you think you could make some tiny minor adjustments here and there to have some more effective exam preparation? And this way, it would help me as a mentee to reflect more on my practices while the onus remains on me because I'm the one who's guiding my own learning. So that's what I believe now.
Very true, very true. Like the word accountability has already come. So when you take that step forward, you become more accountable, and you also start thinking about what went well, what did not go well, along with your mentor, and there starts your self-reflection. Okay, yes. So now the groups can present about the role, like what are the benefits of mentoring and what happens if there is no mentoring. Yes, others can put in their views. Group one. Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk about how mentoring helps mentees.
Mm.
Reading the document, we have understanding it's a mutual beneficial thing where both the mentor and mentee gets the benefits of this mentoring. While specifically for mentees, there is this particular aspect of anxiety, like anything new, or there are certain areas where you're not complete, like there are gaps, knowledge gaps or skill gaps, where your mentor can guide you and reduce your anxiety levels to provide efficient, effective work and exposure to new different perspectives. So they perspectives of the same topics, where you can learn in a new way how to present it or how effectively you can get the results out of it. And professionally, promotion, job satisfaction, when you improve your skills, these are the areas which helps you in progressing, uh, especially in presenting yourself more effectively. Also, mentor can guide you. So that's all, ma'am. Moving on to the next.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Yamini. Yes, next candidate. Next person can speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Rupa ma'am, please go ahead. Then I'll speak.
Yeah, ma'am. So the first and foremost important thing that the okay mentors will help us is the first is the skill, our skill okay development. They just we as a mentee we just gain the practical and the job related skills through our mentors, and we just learn how to effectively handle the problem, how to effectively do the time management, how to go on with our leadership skills. And moreover, they just help us in our faster professional growth. We as a mentee, we just we can move through very much quickly in our roles, right? To the set benchmark which has been given to us by our mentors. That is the and accordingly they would provide us the right support, their guidance, and we just learn from our mentors experience, and we just avoid making that common mistakes which we usually do, and that all overall increase our confidence, ma'am, that we should have while doing this course, and that leads to our encouragement, and that constructive feedback which would be provided from our mentors, that help us our build our self belief that we can achieve that goals through this
Right.
course. That is.
Right. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, from this document, I would like to speak on the benefits for the mentor. I would like to highlight on four important points.
Okay.
The first one is
Benefits for mentor or mentee?
mentor.
Mentor. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, first of all, it will help develop the mentor their interpersonal skills, communication
Mm-hmm.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is leadership skills. And the
Very good.
fourth one is it will help the mentor also to reflect and to develop their own practice.
Very true. Very true. Yes.
And at the end they will be recognized as one of the experts by the school as well as by the mentees also.
Very, very true. So you have gone directly into the mentor benefit. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else? Group two? Group two can share their thought.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to present about the purpose of having a mentorship in any program or organization. It helps to create future leaders and managers. It will
Hmm.
enhance the onboarding process. Every organization will have different perspectives and different requisites. So, mentorship will help them to make the process smooth and then transfer the knowledge to mitigate the turnover or attrition, and then it will increase the client satisfaction. Like whatever might be the segment, mentorship is very important for the client satisfaction. Here in schools it's about the classroom management and teaching.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other points others would like to share?
Yes, ma'am. In the document, there's a statistics about the benefit of a mentoring program. I truly accept everything in that. It says that 97% of people who have mentors believe that their mentors have a significant impact, and it does have. I just want to add a little thing of myself here. Like Ashwini ma'am is here, I joined myself into Glendale, and it was very difficult for me. I have worked in an organization, but not in a full time. I never worked as a full time. So Ashwini ma'am did help me a lot. She over here she literally came as a mentor, but over there she was a mentor who have helped me to. I was a person who never made a worksheet, and then I started making exam papers. So having a mentor just doesn't help. They just doesn't guide you, but they even improve your confidence level. And the way she explains things in a cool and a calm way, it is it is very efficient. It's like over here also it says that it motivates, it advises success and the direction, the coaching, support, goal, and training. So she did help me with all that, and it is It is truly inspiring, and it does help
Okay.
in the overall development of a mentee.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
I'm one of
I've
that
just
person in that statistics.
okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. So actually, bad mentoring is also an aspect that we have to look. The other group has discussed, but since no one has taken up here for talking about it, just I would like others to go through what is meant by bad mentoring. That is, there
Ma'am,
is
if
no
you don't mind, can I say about that?
yes, please.
I have
Yes,
put
please.
some points in it.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
about the bad mentoring, it is one is being disorganized. If
Hmm.
there is no proper organization on how to set the goal, and having a short term view, maybe having a short term view is it gives you the result very quickly. You do it, but the short term way will not lead you to the success. So that is one in the starting of the phase it looks easier that it have done, but it won't help you in a long run. Lack of feedback, when you keep on doing things and you're not getting a proper feedback on how to do the things, then it will again lead you on a wrong path. Support compatibility and give okay, this was the the point I was trying to talk about. So these are the 3 points I have understood from the document.
Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you.
if you look at the document, as Sarah said, a well-defined objective is something that must be there between the mentor and mentee. We will talk about this in the next session in detail about goal setting. Then poorly designed mentorship program. When you have a mentorship program, what exactly must be the strategy between the mentor and mentee? That has to be participation. The mentor says that I don't have time to discuss all this with you. That also involves a poor mentorship program. Have a proper time to discuss. Even a phone call is fine, but the review must be done. Incompatibility, we'll talk about that in, I think this example was given by Anandita, the example of incompatibility, but we'll talk about that later. Failure to track the progress of the program. Okay, not able to clearly strategize how the mentee is working and understand where exactly the progress is going. That also will lead to a failure in mentorship. So my question to all of you is, should personalities be considered under mentorship program? Should personality of a mentee and or personality of a mentor should be taken into consideration during this mentoring program? We understood the question?
No, madam.
No. Okay. Should we consider the personality of the mentor? Now, should the mentor consider the personality of the mentee during your mentoring program?
In terms of behavior, ma'am.
Yes, that's personal behavior, character, the total
Yes.
personality. Should it be considered during the mentoring program?
Yes,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
does. It does matter.
It does matter, ma'am.
It does
It does
matter.
matter. Okay. Why do
Yes.
you think it matters? And
Because
why?
there is a level of respect that even a mentee should deserve. Is if your self-respect is if the behavior is not nice due to any reason, if it hurts, then everything will be a downfall.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's a very, very important aspect, the behavior of the mentor and the mentee.
Okay. Okay.
If
And
the
anyone?
personality is affecting the progress or the learning, then it has to be considered, or else personality shouldn't be highlighted. It has nothing to do with the individual thing.
Okay.
I agree with the views of Yamini ma'am. Even I feel the same way. If it is affecting our progress, then it needs to be considered. Otherwise, that need not be taken into consideration.
Okay. Others are of different view? Yes,
Actually,
Rohini.
according to me, ma'am, here both mentor and mentee both are collaboratively learning from each other. irrespective with the flaws what they are having. Actually, we need to take the positive aspect in others. Why? Because everyone are not same, and everyone have their own individuality. So we have to develop ourselves. Why? Because one will know about our true selves. Others cannot judge us just simply saying about us or others' views, taking others' views into consideration. So, what we know about our own selves. So, I feel that if we are a mentor, we need to understand, like seeing others, we need to learn and we need to change ourselves. So, as a mentee, we also need to learn the good aspects and good things from the mentor who is guiding us. That is my view. Thank you.
Very true. So
Ma'am,
please
may I add
understand.
something?
Yes,
Ma'am, may I add something?
yes, Anandita.
Ma'am, I believe being professionals, like personality traits, should not be taken into consideration. But still, at the end of the day, we are human beings. And I believe that yes, personalities do matter, particularly if there are comparable traits between the mentor and the mentee that might ensure a little bit of trust. Because if I'm unable to trust the person who is guiding me, at the end of the day, I might not even end up sharing what I feel or what I think my problems might be. I would be very guarding myself regarding what criticism I would be facing from the other. So it might enhance my growth and the communication and the productiveness of the entire thing. But on the contrary, I believe also, ma'am, I'm just being like the devil's advocate over here. Like complementary personalities I have seen in my career from beforehand, they also play a very good role. For example, if there is a particularly empathetic mentor and who is paired with a very shy mentee, then they would like to, push them forward, to enhance their growth. However, if there's a very challenging mentor who is paired with a very ambitious mentee, so this also tends to give the programmer go ahead and ensure success.
True. See, personalities do matter, but there is a thin line that no should not be crossed. Remember, your personalities is your personal makeup. Now, the mentors also need to respect the mentee, trust the mentee. It's a mutual agreement. When you are in the classroom observation, do not pinpoint on the personal flaws that has happened in the class. Okay. Now, why am I stressing on this? The moment you start stressing, because I read the feedback given by mentors during the observation, sometimes it goes to the personal level. And when it goes to the personal level, remember, Cambridge does not want it. But your mentor-mentee relationship is not going to work out if it is on the personal level. You always have the way of putting things that doesn't hurt anyone or doesn't pinpoint to their personal flaw. That should be avoided by the mentor, and the mentee also should not be focusing into the personal level of blaming the mentor. That should not be there. Okay, she will not help me, ma'am. How that should not be the status quo between the mentor and mentee. Remember, though I am the program leader, I know you only for this 3 hour session that I'm meeting you. I do not know how you work as a teacher. Okay, I do not know how exactly you merge with you make with your colleagues. So when your writing comes, remember the mentor will be able to help you out. Now the mentor making a judgmental call, what happens affects the mentee's writing also. So that should not be there. Do not go in for no judgmental calls. Be very plain, frank when your feedback comes. Stick on to the professionalism that is adhered for this particular course and do not take it to the level of the personal front. Okay. So that is a caution line that you have to bear in your mind whenever you're giving feedback. Whenever you're giving feedback. I can understand there are many times there will be clashes. Please take it from me. There will be differences of opinion between the mentor and mentee. But discuss it out on the professional lines because that discussion should be fruitful. And this course is not about finishing a certificate and walking out. It is about every day what happens in your class, thinking whether I'm doing correct, whether I can improve some more. Okay, I'll talk to my students. Remember, sometimes students' feedback is also essential, and you will have to collect it during the course. But don't stop it till that. Continue it throughout your profession so that you become a better teacher every day. Every day it is about how we improve ourselves. Okay, there is a Goldilocks rule, right? Goldilocks principle, the same thing. Not too much, not too little, the right amount. That is what we have to see. Yes, ma'am. Jeevani ma'am.
I think everybody has their own perspective, what Anandita said and then what Sudha ma'am has just mentioned. So it is just not about the course. See, during a regular, classroom teaching also, we always have classroom observations going on, right? So there's your school head or your colleagues, or when the peer teacher is happening, peer teaching is happening, you often receive feedback from your colleagues, right? So from their perspective, they will always focus on the areas of improvement. See, any feedback must begin with strengths and then go ahead with areas of improvement. So when you, sorry. So when you actually refer to the areas of improvement, it must always have a way forward. When I, as a mentor, or as a mentee is taking feedback, you have every liberty to ask your mentor that how I need to work on my areas of improvement. Can she or he give you the kind of way forward or action plan to work on your areas of improvement, right? That's how you must be open to take feedback and then take suggestions on the improvement. It is just not you didn't have a good student interaction or student engagement. How best I'll be able to work on my student engagement? With your expertise, will you be able to give me few suggestions or recommendations to improve my teaching learning process? So when you are discussing with your mentor, you need to have appropriate choice of words so that that doesn't go kind of an argument or a debate or judgmental, right? So connect it with your regular classroom practices. Don't look it at as a course just because you will have to respect your mentor and finish your course. You are forcing yourself. No, don't do that. This is a regular practice. As professionals, we must adapt. Hope, Sudha ma'am, I didn't confuse them. Hope I'm clear
No,
about
it's
it.
correct.
Yeah.
That's what it has to become, a second nature. It's a habit that you have to cultivate. Okay, that is the reason. No, this course is not for certificate. Please understand, unless until you put your heart and soul in every day of your class, okay, you are not going to actually benefit from this course, because it changes the way you're teaching. That is 100% sure. All the candidates would accept it. The reason is because it gives you a practice of doing things in a better way. Accepting feedback is the first step, but how exactly you go about from there, that happens once you adapt it in your everyday teaching. Okay, so let us look at what are the qualities that a mentor should have. Mentor should be aware of the Cambridge syllabus, be flexible, know the goal of the mentee, attend sessions when required, allow risk taking to provide appropriate suggestions. Remember, this is very, very important. Mentee must be allowed to take risks. It may fail. Please understand, there is nothing like Cambridge says it has to be 100% success when your classes are run. No. If you don't take risks, that means you're not innovating new things. You take a risk, you know where the failure is happening. That is what is needed when you're doing this particular course. So that in future also you will try to take risk and see that the most appropriate strategy which is useful for your learners. Attend sessions and provide appropriate feedback. Help the mentee to review and reflect through regular meetings. So what are the 5 characteristics of a good mentor? Mentor should be non-judgmental, available, should have a positive attitude, should be a great listener, and must be experienced. Yes. So these are the attributes that are required for a good mentor. And what a mentor, PDQ mentor should do is also given there. I'll just give you minutes so that you can just go through the slide. Okay. So this is an activity. Think of any moment in your career where you have helped others build their career, where you have helped or inspired your colleague to build their career, or they have built your career. So already Anandita has told about one example, not Anandita, sorry, Sarah has told about Ashwini. So I would like you to think about you as a mentor helping someone else build their career. Why do you feel that that was mentorship? Okay, this is for mentees. Remember, mentor feedback must be collected after every observation. The mentor should be very specific about the discussions and what exactly had happened during those discussions. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Can we give the example outside the organization also?
Yes, you
Outside
can.
the organization that happened.
Yes, you can. You can.
Excuse me, Sudha ma'am, can I be back in a minute?
Yeah, yes, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, others, you can start your presentation if you've got an idea of what exactly you're supposed to speak.
Ma'am, can I share?
Sure.
I have to say it, right? Or I have to
Yes, you
present?
have to say it. You have to say it.
Yeah. So I want to share about one boy in grade 8. He used to, he's still kind of struggle with, he's in grade 8, but he still struggle to even read. So the change, at least he told me on the Teacher's Day, he came and he shared his story. He said that me teaching him have greatly influenced him, as as I know he's one weak child in my class, so I always make him sit next to my table, and I give him the task that I don't give it to others, so that he can accomplish that he can do it in order to get the confidence built. So now, in recent classes, I have seen that when I'm asking questions to the other classmates also, he's able to answer it. The only thing what I did different with him was I made him sit differently, and I used to give him tasks that are easy to accomplish. and
Mm,
the other student used to have more difficult tasks than him. So he got and he used to have a lot of difficulty in reading also. So I used to make a presentation in one slide. It used to be very simple basic English where it's easy for him to read. So when I'm making a presentation, I make one slide specifically for him with basic easy words that is easy for him to read, that boost up his confidence. So now
mm.
the boy who doesn't used to like to read, he used to say, "Ma'am, sorry, I have a little problem understanding." Now he started saying, "Ma'am, I'm able to go with the speed you're going with others." So
Very good, very
just by
good.
doing different things from the others, soon I hope that he come up with the entire class, join the entire class.
Yes, Sarah, but that is about your teaching. I'm asking you in your career, your colleagues, anyone. See,
Okay.
mentoring is not about the student-teacher relationship. Mentoring is about someone who has entered your same profession, or let us not talk about, because Sarah, you're saying that you're new to the full-time job, your previous profession, how exactly you help them get involved or get adjusted to that atmosphere, and how exactly you help them to build that career.
Okay, ma'am, I'll come back to it later on.
Think about your buddy teaching.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, Yamini.
Uh, Not in the teaching, but previously where I worked, and to one of a few of my cousins also. So my strength is I can easily identify the other person's strength. So not just identifying their strength, I guide them like why is it their strength and which career path or which direction of studies would help them. Like I will not choose. I'll guide them in such a way they choose which benefits them based on their strength. So my guiding is to the area where they understand their strengths. In such way, I have one student who chose psychology and she's very happy. She comes to me and tells that I'm very happy with the course I did, and it is not a tough task for me. It's not a weight for me. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So that is the feedback that I got from her.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's all, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. May I?
Yes, Megha.
Yes, ma'am. So here I would like to speak on about one of my colleagues who is also right here now with us, Miss Soumya. I would just like to share that how she has helped me from the very beginning. I joined Glendale because both of us are science teachers. She has helped me provide all the resources, all the knowledge regarding the curriculum. And along with that, before starting this CICTL course, she is the only one who has informed me, has let me know that Megha ma'am, this is the course which I am deciding to opt. So, would you like to also join and let us go together with this course? So, this is how she has helped me with this resources about the course and everything. So, I am grateful and thankful to her.
Very. Thank you. That's nice. Yes.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Soumya.
Yeah, firstly, thank you, Megha ma'am. I want to share one experience from my previous work, not in the field of teaching. I was into investment banking before this, so where we have to do so many things about mutual funds and marketing schemes. Like one of my colleagues used to encourage me a lot with the latest schemes that are beneficial for the customers. Both of us attended a course because of which we were able to pitch in the biggest mutual fund scheme during the COVID period where people were not ready to invest in any of the schemes. So yeah, her name is Rupa Sharma. I am one of the Rupa Sharmas is here, but yeah, even my ex-colleague's name was Rupa Sharma. Yeah, she was the
Okay.
one.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
May I, ma'am?
Yes, Rohini. Yes, Rohini.
Ma'am, actually, in my when I joined in school in my first year of my uh, career in school as a teacher. And I used to make students into three groups. Like
Mm,
I used to divide class into three groups, making them to express their views. I used to give some content related to the lesson which I taught. So
mm,
I shared this experience of mine, how I used to do in my class. I shared with my colleague teachers. So they
mm,
also
mm,
tried
mm,
the same method in their
mm,
classes, and they saw improvement in slow learners and dull students even. And now, because of this, when the group discussions is going on, it is very effective way of learning among students also. They can able to put the views from their own creative ways, whatever their in their own they can explore others thinking, and then they can explore their own knowledge, so
mm,
that
mm.
it improves the overall class development. So
Okay.
this thing other teachers also implemented, and they said like it is a good thought, and it was very effective. And now I was happy that they are implementing that idea in their classes too. So this is
Very
what
good.
I
Okay. Yeah.
I want to share with you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Anandita.
Sudha ma'am, this is Yamini.
Yeah. Yes, Yamini.
Can I share one more incident? I think it's
Sure,
very
sure.
relevant to the situation. So
Okay.
I'm not my language is not English. I'm properly from Vijayawada. So I think at this situation, hello.
Yes, yes, you're there. You're there.
Okay. So the profile that I was before is in designing.
Mm,
So
mm,
I moved suddenly. I've grown up in Vijayawada. I moved completely to Bangalore. So where the language skills and everything and the proficiency of English especially is very demanding in a fashion field. So it's completely new, and I went into the class and I did not understand anything, not even a word or a meaning of it. And I remember my mentor looking at me, and he did not say anything. I remember him very clearly. He was just looking at me. He did not say anything. He observed me for 5 days continuously. On the sixth day, I broke out because nothing is going in my head. I broke out and I literally cried in my class. So he came and he's like, how would I help you if you don't seek help?
mm, mm, mm,
That was the word that he told me at that time, which changed the whole point of view what a teacher is at that time. And I understood at that point. Now when we are doing the session, I understood it is not a teacher but a mentor who had guided me throughout my learning, and I've achieved great things under his learning. So that's one thing. I think it's very appropriate to this context, is why I'm sharing this. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I can hear you. I don't know about the rest, but I can hear you.
We can hear you, Yamini. I guess
It
man
got
lost your
stuck here.
connection.
So that was one incident. I thought it will be very appropriate for this context of how a mentor actually guides and reshapes you in a very positive way.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's how it is.
sorry, I lost
See,
the.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
I
ma'am.
saw. I'm sorry. I just lost the connection.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Don't worry. My
Yeah,
backup
no,
is
no
ready.
issues, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how, we need to take feedback, that's how we need to give feedback. So it's not like, you need to wait for the right time, right moment, and it always has to be a one-on-one feedback. See, if you need to appreciate or acknowledge something, even if you are doing it in front of others, they don't mind. You feel happy about it. But when you have to give a feedback, and then it has to be a constructive. Why do we use the term constructive? Is constructive feedback always has got a way forward to whatever you are sharing. Is that clear? Even for students, not for your colleagues, even for your students, when you're giving feedback, make sure it is constructive. Unless and until you give a way forward, you're seeking improvement, right, in the other person. So if you're not giving that way forward, it's very difficult. It is just just saying that it's not good. Why it is not good, you must justify. Right? Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. So Yamini, I like that statement. If no, who will help if you are not seeking help? That is very true, because remember, that is the first step towards learning. And no, in fact, you have to teach your students also that, because they are always hesitant to take help and ask for help. That is something that's very important. Yes, Anandita, you can.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first for helping others, I believe I have this. I would take one incident, but it's with a student. And when I was early on in my career, when I was just beginning, I believe first year, I was also mentoring a lot of students in public speaking, particularly the high school students who were going ahead for international competitions like Genius Olympiad, where they were supposed to present their projects at an international level. But ma'am, the subject matter was dealt with the mentor, but I was supposed to guide them, or I should say, they use the word mentor them in how to present the topic that they were giving. And I remember a very brilliant student. Her name was Vanchika, and Vanchika Regania, and she had this brilliant mind and brilliant scope and everything. But when it came to like speaking in front of the audience, particularly public speaking in front of thousands or hundreds of people, she forgot most of the points now. So I remember just guiding her, asking her like separate set of questions, and just generally taking her apart from the group and just talking with her freely, mixing with her freely, which opened her up and made her more free and made her understand that ultimately no one is going to eat her or no one is going to do anything to her if she is not able to look at the audience. And I gave her certain pointers and how she could get over that rigidity when she's facing the audience. And I'm very happy to share that after she completed her 12th, she messaged me saying that it was my mentorship and the pointers that I've given her throughout the year for various competitions, which had helped her actually to go for the Viva, and now she's studying in Stanford. So that is, I believe, something that was a great gift to me. And in early on in my career, I remember particularly when I was studying, doing my master's, I was asked by one of my senior, particularly during my internship period. I will remember one of my senior colleagues. I do not remember her particular name right now. I believe Nandita was the ma'am's name. She told me like whenever I'm trying to teach anything, to incorporate like interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary research in my work. So in not only if I'm teaching English, why not go into the subject by looking at it from other subjects' point of view or perspective, which helps to make it more interesting and diverse. Because nowadays, she said, to be very frank, Anandita, if you go out there and say English is the most important subject, no one is going to listen to you. So you need to go at it in a perspective and point of view. You need to interlink it with STEAM subjects so that it creates a platform where students are going to listen to you and say, okay, English is required so that I need to study it in order to help me with other subjects also. And I really think that is something that stayed with me now, particularly right now when I'm teaching AS level students and I'm dealing with them and the kind of who are more focused on their other core subjects, as they call them. This is something
Yes.
that helps me to bring back their attention or gain their attention from that and tell them, okay, this is also important. You need to study this in order to help you with your core subjects as well. So this is something that really helps me.
Very true, actually, to tell you very frankly, because we are in India, where no the core subjects are considered to be more important than the languages. We have to bring about an awareness saying that without language or the medium of communication, there is no point learning anything. So that has become the basic underlying fact. Because as Anandita rightly pointed out, the very first thing that in my career that I faced was, why should mathematics teachers learn English? That was the question that was asked to me when I was the fresh principal. Okay, from teacher, I became the principal, and I said that it must be emphasized by all the teachers. The question one of the senior most teachers asked me is, why should mathematics teachers learn English? So, no, I had to tell, okay, then ask them to write in their native language. Because no, this type of false ideologies were there. So no, we really need to shape thought. Actually, how many of you have seen Ken Robinson's video? No? Okay, we'll have it. No, once you're free, you go to YouTube, search for his videos. Very nice it will be. It's really thought-provoking also. And no, it gives you a lot of insight into how our false prejudices have taken a different turn into the teaching and learning processes. Okay, you can look at, if you have, you can read his books also if you are really interested. You can read his books, really interesting, and no, it's an eye opener for you as teachers also on what are we actually doing with our education system. Okay. So let us move forward. It's 11:37. So I'll give you your second break now. So 11:42, we will come back. Okay, 11:42, we'll come back and we'll start our discussions on active learning. Active learning, which is an important part of the Cambridge process. Okay, yeah. Welcome back. So before starting the active learning, once again, I would like to clarify on what is mentoring and what is teaching. See, if you are guiding your student, it comes under teaching. Okay. If you are guiding your colleague, it comes under mentoring. For example, I'll give you an example. See, I am into this teaching profession for more than now 25 years. I have no idea about marketing and no mutual funds or shares, stock market, no idea. But I have a younger colleague who is actually one of my teachers. I heard that he is into shares. Okay, he's almost like doing it for 10 years. So I've asked him to help me understand about these shares and marketing. Okay, now he makes me sit with my phone. Okay, look at the different share values, helps me understand, asks me to analyze which goes up, which comes down, understand how the stock market works. Now remember, he is not telling me anything. Now I am actually more experienced than him, but he is 10 years experienced into stock and shares. Actually, he is guiding me, okay, in the investment plans and asking me, do you think this company is going to work well? Look at its past working, how exactly it is working. So actually, he's not telling me anything. He is guiding. He is not now I am not a student. Please understand, I'm not a student. I am his principal. Right? Now he is my mentor because we both are adults. We know what we are doing. We have the sense of money transactions, but I do not know anything about the area that we are talking about. That is the stocks and shares. He is guiding me in that area. So he becomes my mentor. Clear? So mentoring is both the teachers are B.Ed qualified. Okay, both the teachers are B.Ed qualified. You have your teaching qualification, but one person say has 15 years of experience. The other person has only 2 years of experience working somewhere else. Coming back, as Sarah said, helps me understand what this organization demands in the form of worksheet, or no, helps me understand that no, learning of student doesn't happen. You go, you deliver a beautiful lecture and come back. Learning doesn't happen. You will have to check, question, create curiosity. Then that is actually mentoring. Did you ask your students the questions? Did you find out whether they understood or not? When the mentor questions these things, you will start thinking on those lines whether my students learned or not. You understood? So mentoring is totally different from teaching. Please don't confuse both. If it's a student, remember you're guiding, you're a facilitator, you are a teacher. You will not be a mentor for them. You're a mentor only for your colleague. You're a mentor for your colleague, whoever is working with you. Clear? Are you clear? All of you? Please don't confuse with teaching and mentoring. Okay? Teaching is different, mentoring is different. Now let us look at active learning. I'll share the document and the questions with you. You can do it in your groups. But everyone has to read the document because this is very important when this course is concerned. Okay? Active learning. In groups, you will be discussing. So how you plan your reading, it's up to you. I'll give you 10 minutes. So it's 11:48. So maybe by the time I go, it's 11:59. Sorry, 49. So it's 12:59 or 12 o'clock, I'll be closing the breakout rooms. Okay. So in groups, you will have to read the entire document, take 5 minutes to go through, and please do discuss in your groups. Okay. Unless until you discuss, there is no sharing happening. Okay. So I'll just get the breakout rooms. I think it was cut Sarah. Yeah. So group 2 can present, then we'll go to group 1. Every time it is group 1 presenting. So group 2 can present and then we'll go to group 1. Yes. Group 2, can you just present what were your ideas and thoughts?
Yes, ma'am. What is active learning? Active learning means the teacher is making students learn something that is out of the box. That means that they have to think individually and and understand the key points. Like for an example, there are two groups, and group one is discussing with the group two. And then in that way, like how we are doing in the breakthrough class, we are sharing each other's views. We are learning about there is the same content that we all are reading, but everyone is taking the content in a different way. In that way, we understand our own perspective and we understand the deeper the thing that maybe we feel is not important, the other person when highlighted the same thing, then we understand the same sentence in a different way of their understanding. So the same thing goes with the students also, that they are active learners. They are going to learn through constructivism. That means how the other person is going to explain, by that they are going to learn, and in that way they will have a different opinion also. And then as a teacher, it's our job to align it in a proper way and in a meaningful context. And this idea in the document, it just said that it is this idea was developed by the philosopher Jean Jacques in 1712 to 1778, that how it can help the students to develop their level of understanding in which it is going in which they are going to have a proper development in their learning process according to their age and their skills. They can develop it.
Okay. Yeah.
Active learning is more about how you're learning it rather than what you're learning it, making you a lifetime learner.
Okay. What are the theories related to active learning?
It relies on the theory of constructivism, wherein your learning is meaningful. Just a minute. And it lies on theory of social constructivism, wherein the learning happens mainly through social interaction, such as teacher or other students, and skills based on the assessment learning. And learning should be relevant and within meaningful context. And learning is for development. Yeah, these are my points, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. And I think Anandita is also from the same group. Yes, Anandita.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to take up the topic of how to achieve them in classes or with day-to-day practices. Some of the activities that may be or the practices that may be performed in classes. One is like think, pair, and share, where every student is given the opportunity, if they're divided in groups, to reflect individually and then discuss with a partner and then share it. That can be a form of active learning. Also, another thing that I believe is very like relevant to this is concept mapping, when we're visualizing a connection between certain ideas and mapping them, which creates a very good way in order to strengthen active learning, where they are individually taking ownership of their learning. Peer teaching is also another concept which is quite similar to think, pair, and share, where they can explain a concept to each other. Also, ma'am, using innovative technologies or interactive technologies like polls and quizzes or digital tools can also help them. Another thing is reflective journaling, where we can encourage them to have a self-assessment of what their learning of that particular day was. And some kind of mini projects or case studies might also be done. But I would like to add a further point in this, which I have done, like experimented in my classes before, is the flipped classroom technique, which I believe works as a very wonderful tool for active learning also, if it is implemented properly in classes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Anandita. So Anandita was talking in the strategies that can be used. Yeah, so Rohini, you're also from the group.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I spoke about the classroom environment, and they can able to remember the concept throughout throughout their lifetime. In such a way, we should teach the children. Actually, active learning comes like
Mm.
when the concept is explained in a thorough manner in such a way that student can understand. For example, in real life scenarios, how it will be useful, giving real life examples. So in my classrooms, I used to explain my students how we will implement the certain subject concept in the real world,
Mm, mm, mm.
so that I used to make them in groups, right? So they used to discuss among themselves, and they used to bring new points even, which I didn't taught them in the class. So
Very good.
by that, it is a more constructive way, and I can understand the students were actively listening to my class and they are learning thoroughly, and they can implement that in a practical way also. And sometimes I used to give them the home assignments like where you can able to see this. For example, if I am teaching about the topic germination or something like that related to plant life and how insects are important for biodiversity. Such kind of things I used to ask them to observe at home, doing the experiment in experimental manner. Why? Because science is nothing but what we are doing in our day-to-day life. So in that way, I used to explain so that I can understand that they are actively, whether they are actively listening and learning my concept, what I'm teaching in the classroom. That's it. So
Okay,
same thing. I also learned from my teachers. So
very
once the kid is actually listening in the class and actively understanding the concept, I mean, they can implement that in their real life. That's it, ma'am.
Thank you, Rohini. Yeah, group one. Group one, what do you understand from active learning? So we have understood what is active learning, what are the theories behind active learning, how can this be achieved in the class, what are the misconceptions, and how to use it in day-to-day practice. Yes.
So ma'am, active learning basically is the is a self-motivated learning, directed learning that that actually not only develops key skills of our students, but also leads to the original development of their original thoughts. That actually contribute to a larger research project, papers, and the publication. So at the later stage of their life, they would become the scientist or the managers, like that. So it would help them in their future prospects also, ma'am. And for right, as far as I just understood from the document, that before we should start active learning, what all things that as their teacher, we should take into consideration. So first is that what the student is going to get from our activity, whatever we planned our particular activity for that particular session. What is our aim, right, regarding that activity? And the second thing, our role comes in the active learning is that what important resources need to be, yeah, need to be provided to them to just achieve that goal of active learning. And the third thing, that how we are going to access our students progress, means whatever we planned for that particular that activity, how they are going to achieve that particular goal. So these three steps are very much important to implement the active learning. First, we should take into consideration these three steps. Then only we should implement that active learning in the class. And students have to be physically active in the active learning. And active learning is all about is all about okay making the brain more okay active. Okay, not the okay person, means that okay they should not move here and there in the class. Okay, that is not the active okay learning. Their brain should okay work actually while we are doing any kind of okay activity. They should be focused. Okay, they should know that what are the particular okay LOs of that particular okay activity which we have given to them. So for okay that reason, that particular okay they would be more and more focused. And active learning makes the students less respectful. That point has been okay covered actually. And it is okay involved more and more okay discussion as okay we are okay doing in our okay PTQ. Okay,
Mm.
all okay this okay that just okay incorporates in the active okay learning part only, that we are just okay going through one okay particular okay topic that you are just giving to us. We are just going through that, then you are okay asking us the okay questions. So all this entirely will come in the active learning process, so that we would be active uh, uh, okay throughout the session. That is.
Very true. Thank you, Rupa ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
May I?
yes, Megha.
Yes. So, ma'am, I will be speaking on the misconceptions of active learning. So, as I went through the document, I observed that there are 7 important misconceptions related to active learning. I will be highlighting just on the importance on the headings. The first one is active learning is all about doing a particular activity only. The second one is it is same as inquiry based learning. The third one is active learning takes away the influence of the teacher. Means teacher doesn't have any role in active learning process. The next one is the complete change of the teaching style and the classroom layout happens in active learning. The next point is it causes bad behavior. Bad behavior means it makes the classroom noisier, especially when the students will be involved in an activity. They will be discussing among themselves, so it will make the classroom noisier. The next one is students have to be physically active. So this is one of the misconceptions regarding active learning, where I feel that active learning means making the brain active. Students does not necessarily have to move around in the classroom. It's just working with your brain. If required, they can move, but not necessarily. And the last point is it makes the students less respectful towards the teachers as well as towards the peers, because when a student is asked to express their views, their opinions, they sometimes get the feeling that
Do you
they are
think that
correct.
happens, Megha? Do you think that happens in classrooms?
Yes, sometimes it happens, ma'am.
Are you sure? Because if it's an active learning, it's a misconception. That means it is not happening, but we think that when we use active learning, this happens in your class.
Yes.
The misconception, see, remember, even the noise level of your class is a misconception.
Right.
The reason is we believe that when we give them allocate groups and ask them to do group discussion, we think that the noise level of the class increases. But where exactly the problem is coming is within the group is not assigned clear roles actually. So there you will have a problem with noise management.
Right.
But active learning reduces the noise levels of your class, reduces distractions in your class. For example, I'll give you with the example of English in lower classes. Now, if you ask them to sit with no the topic, you tell the story, you ask them to write question and answer, it's not going to work out. Instead, ask them first when you're teaching itself, ask them to, this is just a strategy, ask them to number the paragraphs in lower classes and tell them, I have given this question, I know it is in this paragraph, but I don't know where it is. See, there are different strategies. I'm not going to say that different strategies, but this is one. In lower classes, when you act as if you do not know the answer, the child's curiosity is intrigued. And as a result, what happens? They start searching and marking in their textbook. Now, that is active learning. We have not done anything there, but we are engaging the child. You understood? So the noise level reduces. They are not disrespectful, because disrespect comes when they are not engaged, when they are not interested. There is a lot of respect for the teacher who actively engages the child. So the misconceptions that are written in this document are, when they teach, what you feel, active learning does not lead to bad behavior. Students, it does not make students less respectful. And you need not change your teaching style or your teaching classroom layout. Once in a while, because no, we feel that it is monotonous for students to sit in the same place every day. It's just for variety you do it. It need not be for active learning. You can do an active learning in your class itself. Okay. Because I heard that you were taking some misconceptions as reality. That is the reason I interfered. No, it is not there. Okay. Don't worry about it. If you have, see, when you're doing that and you're getting a noise level, then you will have to reflect on where you have gone wrong. Understood? That is again a purpose of your higher level objective, so that you can change your goal, work on that for the next this one. Understood? So active learning is nothing but engaging the students. Engaging means that you go to a classroom, you find each one of them sitting and working so seriously. You see, isn't it, classrooms? There is no group work given, there is no activity getting done, but you will see that enthusiasm among students sitting and working in their book, that is active learning.
So for example, ma'am has divided into groups, right? We have breakout sessions. In the breakout session, you are contributing, you are sharing your ideas, you're sharing what you have read. But when does it become active? When actually I share an idea and then you try to comprehend, interpret, and then discuss about it. So through those discussions, proactively, when you contribute to each other's ideas, then you come to a consensus. That's how active learning is. So there will be buzz. There is no scope of, one child dominating the other. If you feel that that is happening, that means the teacher intervention is required. Right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you, Megha. Yeah, and the next person in the group?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to talk about active learning in practice. So usually when we start active learning, it's more centric towards the topic that we want to teach to the child, but it has to actually be centered towards the child and the learning topic. The topic has to be centered based on the learners and the learning, the topic that you want the learner to understand. So the level of the learner is important when you're planning the activity. And it has to be thought provoking to increase their individuality in understanding, participating, and implement, like think hard to be in the topic, understand the topic, or implement the topic. And rather than being passive, that's how you should plan the activity. And how to use in a day to day is like, there are many ways where we can implement these activities, but by observing our seniors or experienced experienced mentors, how they teach and how they implement in their class, and what is the result that you are observing from the learners through that activity. And the planning, like when you plan an activity, how what were you able to achieve what you want to achieve, and did it go well? If it did not go well, why it did not go well? All these aspects, and reworking on them if you can improvise a better activity. And the last one, finding out different other sources. The internet is with a lot of other sources, different activity techniques where you can find and apply it according to your learners or the strategies that you want to implement. That's all, ma'am.
Very true. Yeah. So, the active learning actually is based on number of theories. It's not only about constructivism. It's not only about socio-constructivism. It also talks about cognitivism. It also talks about um, visual learning. It also talks about how engaging your classes are. So we'll talk about all these theories when we come about in our units. Okay, when we are talking about the different like units, we will be talking about different theories also. But what is the need of active learning? Remember, it is not about teaching a curriculum. Please take it away, because as teachers, we make that biggest blunder. We think that we are teaching them the curriculum. No, today's world, please don't focus on the curriculum. You have to focus on how to learn rather than what to learn. Okay, because learning is part of the life that the student is going to carry throughout their life. So the focus in your classroom should never be on the curriculum. You have set an objective, okay? The objective must be reached. So in order to reach that objective, you use different strategies in the class. The main problem that teachers fail is to set the objective first. Second, they don't have a plan. They don't go with the plan of what exactly I should do in the class so that my students understand and learn what I intend them to learn. It is not about the curriculum. It is about their learning. Some of them may do it when you are asking them to read about something. Some of them may do it when you are asking them to watch a video. All this comes under strategies of active learning. And without all this also, a teacher may be able to do based on the words, like how Rohini said, no, the way they express, the way they narrate the total subject, also active learning happens. So we'll be discussing in detail about the active learning part once we get into our classes. Okay, once we get into units and know how exactly we divide our units and go across them. But I would request you to read these two documents about Cambridge, that is mentoring. Okay, getting started with mentoring, and second one is getting started with active learning. I've shared both the documents. Please read that. These two you can use as references also for your documents. For your final assignments also, these can be reference documents, but be careful with the referencing style and all that. But no, these two are very important aspects that you will have to focus during your entire course. And every lesson that you are going to implement must have strategies of active learning. Strategies of active learning does not mean activity. Does not mean activity. Yes, it must be engaging. It must be thought-provoking. It must create curiosity for learning among your students. That's the core concept behind active learning. Clear, all of you? Yeah. So we have reached the end of the today's session. So I'll just share. So you will have to identify your areas of teaching. Rough work you do, because I've already asked you to start observing your teaching. Pick out specific areas on how you would like to improve the same in your teaching. Discuss with your mentor regarding the same. This is your homework. Discuss with your mentor regarding the same. I'm sharing the feedback form and I'm sharing the homework. Okay. So this feedback form in the WhatsApp group also I'll be sharing. So please do complete your feedback. Yes. And in case you have any questions, please let me know, because this area next week, it is going to be about goal setting. So before going to goal setting, remember it's a rough idea that you have to frame. This is your pre-class activity. About what do you feel? Remember last week I asked you, what do you think your areas of concern are in your own teaching? Now be more specific and look at where exactly do you think you're going wrong. You will already get the documents relevant to that. Okay, please read through the document and start becoming more specific on areas that you would like to improve. Okay, clear all of you? Any questions you have? We have 4 minutes. You can ask questions.
Ma'am, the feedback form asks for the access request.
Feedback form, just a minute. And let me just.
Ma'am, will you be able to do it?
I'll check, ma'am, because I have to check whether she has given me.
Yeah, she did. Just check if you can. Otherwise, I'll put it in.
Yeah, she is. It's given as published. No, it's the restricted one.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Just done, ma'am. Updated. Okay.
Girls, check now.
Yes, ma'am. It's working now.
Okay. I've shared the link in your chat box in your group also, WhatsApp group also. Any questions you have? No questions. Mentors, do you have any questions? Ashwini and Bhumika? Tulsi, you have any questions?
The updated syllabus, will it be shared with us or do I need
No, it's already shared with the candidates. It's last week we have given the syllabus document and the module guide we have shared with the
I think
candidates.
you all have been added to the group. Just check the group. The mentor guide is already there in the group.
No, ma'am, syllabus document. Because now the
They
syllabus
need the
has
TL
changed.
syllabus also. I think the mentee can share it with the mentors.
Yeah, with the mentors. It's given to you. Last week, we have shared the syllabus document. Can you remember? I told you this is your module guide. So that you will have to share it with your mentors.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
One question, ma'am.
Yes, Rupa.
Yeah, ma'am. The whatever questions that you have posted in the chat, ma'am, I just want to ask that whether we need to make that soft copy of for all these or to present or just
No, you will have to just
oral,
prepare and come.
oral,
That's it.
oral
Yeah.
discussion will happen.
You can write it and keep it. You can prepare and come. You need not
Okay.
prepare any soft copy.
Soft copy.
Okay.
No, okay,
not
documentation
required.
required. Okay.
No, not.
See,
Yeah.
Rupa, whatever ma'am is asking, so this is your learning, for you to understand and then reflect on your learning. I'm sure you all would have started your reflective journals as well.
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
whatever discussions happen in the group during our breakout rooms and all, you please record so that it will help when you are actually writing your assignments.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm just doing that. I'm
Right.
having the notebook with me. Okay.
Right.
Any other questions you have? Sure.
Ma'am, I would like to ask one particular question. My mentor, she is not well today. I believe she sent a message regarding
Jayalakshmi,
that.
right?
Jayalakshmi,
Yeah,
ma'am.
fine.
So, ma'am,
It's not
I
an
need to send you the documents, only the curriculum guide and the mentor PDF that was shared in the group.
Yes.
Ma'am, those two would be sufficient, or do I need to send like anything
You
else
have
other
the
than
syllabus
that?
document, right, Anandita? You can share that with Jayalakshmi because the syllabus that she had earlier, it has been updated. So you can share the modified one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So if no other queries, yes, have a good Sunday. Thank you. Thank you all. Ms. Rupa, can you just wait?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you, mentors, also for attending. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Rupa, please stay back. Rupa, please stay back.
Okay, okay, okay.